Welcome back to X Men Classic. This is episode number 25. And in this episode, we're just going to cover issues of Uncanny X Men issues 52 to 53. First up, issue 53, featuring the first full appearance of Eric the Red. Yep. Book opens up with a guy who basically calls himself Eric the Red. I know who it really is. He invades Magneto's citadel, attacks Mesmero's goons, and then he runs into Lorna Dane, which I should call her Polaris, but she's not officially called that at this point. She's just officially called Lorna Dane. She says, I have not come to mess Magneto. He is inspiration and my personal image for perfection. I come to join him. And she is shocked at this. Even that she talks to him for a little bit while the X-Men just do whatever. They just go around looking for the place. They Eric the Red talks to, I think, Mesmero. This is a slow-moving issue. Sorry about that. Everyone's happy he's joining. And it turns out that Eric the Red is, in fact, Cyclops. Yep. Of course, excuse me. There's some fighting going on between Mesmero and the X-Men. Of course, Iceman tells him he conned them. Of course, she tells him goodbye, tells Iceman goodbye after I can con them. So she's like, I have no father. So steal all powers, she turns against him, and she goes with the X-Men. She sort of stays with him, but I don't think she officially becomes a member of the X-Men. But then we cut away to I think this is supposed to be the finale to the Beast four-parter called The Crimes of the Conquistador. Of course, the Conquistador first opens up with him attacking Beast, and he tells him to do some stuff for him, or he will kill his parents. And then the X-Men get involved, and the X-Men, they turn away to the X-Men, where they say debate trying to get involved, and then they decide to go out and help Beast. Beast tries to steal stuff, and of course the issue ends with him getting the device, and then basically he says release his parents, and he just smacks them. Yep. And then with issue 53, and this is the most bizarre thing I've ever seen on a cover. The X-Men in this issue 53, take on B-list Marvel villain Blastar. Yes, from the pages of Fantastic Four. Yeah, my guess is he must have got permission from Stanley and Jack Kirby to use the character. Well, the character only appeared there first. Issue opens up with Blastar in the negative zone. Yep. He just wandered about, just yells all over the place. New artist for this issue, it's Barry Smith. Barry Smith is the new artist of this issue. Werner Roth just has the backup feature. But Arnold Drake is still the writer of the series. Still at this point. And he just goes wandering, yells, and we cut away to, I think this is supposed to be the Xavier Institute. I think so. They apparently have built sort of a new type of something like Cerebro, and think apparently doesn't work. She gets knocked out, and then I think Blastar gets transferred to location, and then the X-Men just fight Blastar. It's a really interesting idea how the X-Men take on someone as somewhat big as Blastar. At least he's not as funny as Annihilus, who's his arch nemesis, by the way. I'm more threatened by Blastar than freaking Annihilus. Yeah, and Blastar is his lieutenant now in the comics, in the current the current stuff. So basically, this whole issue is simply a fight scene between the X-Men and Blastar, which they do defeat him. And I think they send him back to Nick. Yeah, I think at the end of the issue, I think they send him back to Nick. So of course, they heal him from their wounds. Blastar gets knocked around, and I think he starting to get back negative zone. I think so. Yeah, I think by the end of the story, he gets back negative zone. And then I think this issue right here, this is I thought that the previous issue was included to Beast. I thought it was a 4-parter. It's a 5-parter. So basically, Beast, I think, Conquistador from the henchman sets up this device. It says it's a 5-parter. My mistake. Well, Beast is like lying on the ground, and I'm not sure exactly this device is supposed to do something, like maybe take a little burrow or something like that. Beast attacks Conquistador. Beast just flies one place, and then the X-Men go in, minus Jean Grey. Then and then here comes Conquistador's men, and then they get defeated. Well, they get defeated, and Conquistador himself gets defeated, and then of course Conquistador gets defeated, and Beast joins the X-Men, and that's it. So, what do I think of these two issues? Well, the previous issue was the conclusion to a 4-part story, which was actually really good. Yeah, it was a really interesting issue. I give that issue a 9 out of 10. And this issue was very interesting. The X-Men versus Blastar. Yeah, this was an interesting issue. I didn't talk about this issue that much because I don't want to spoil every single little detail about the issue, but I think that issue would simply just be a simple fun standalone issue before I think Roy Thomas takes over the book with next issue. I'm not really sure, but it's a possibility. But I give that issue also 9 out of 10. The last couple parts for the Beast 5-parter, excuse me, I give those also 9 out of 10. I give the whole feature a 9 out of 10. It's an amazing feature. It's a little more interesting than Iceman's feature because it's a little more threatening, and of course the next feature is Angel. Okay, for these two issues overall, I give definitely 9 out of 10, like I said. So that's it for this episode. Stay tuned for the next episode, which I'll be starting with issue 54. I do not know how far I'm going to go for the next issue. Okay, but until then, I'll see you there. Bye.